Hello student, we'll start our topic from the coordinate geometry. This coordinate geometry topic you have seen in last year episode. See, from where this topic has come, means what is the need of this topic. Suppose if you have one plain paper and on this plain paper if you put here one dot. Now see what we have done, just we have taken one plain paper and we have put here one dot. My question is what is the position of this point? Just we have to define the position of the point. Now to define the position of point, suppose if you measure the distance of the point from the left side. So from this left side, if you measure the distance and suppose this distance is 3 centimeter. 3 centimeter. So you say that this point is 3 centimeter from left corner. It means this information is not sufficient to locate the point, particular point. Why? Because from the left side, 3 centimeter from the left side, I can take as many as dot as I wish. So in this way, if you see only one information, that from the left side, that if the point is 3 centimeter from the left corner, it means from the left corner along that 3 centimeter, you can draw as many as point. It means this information is not sufficient. Now, if I define the point, that this is 9 centimeter. This is 9 centimeter from the downside. This dot is 9 centimeter from bottom. 9 centimeter from bottom. Again, this one information is not sufficient to look at this particular point. So I have to look at the particular point so that once you define that point, that you will get that particular point only. Now from the bottom, if you take from the bottom 9 centimeter above, if you take a point, then again you can take as many as point as you wish. All these points are what? 9 centimeter above the bottom. So in this way, this information is also not sufficient to locate this point. But if you use both the information simultaneously, if this point is 3 centimeter from the left of the corner and 9 centimeter from the bottom, then you can say that that particular point is nothing but this particular point, that P point. So it means to locate the point in a plane, we require two information. Means one information is not sufficient to locate the point. This is only the need of what? Coordinate geometry. So what is coordinate geometry? Coordinate geometry is nothing but location of the point in a plane. So to locate the point in a plane, suppose this is your plane. So this whole plane we divide into, first we divide it into two parts. Now to divide into two parts, just I have drawn here one line, horizontal line. And this line is nothing but number line. It means number will be there on this line. This horizontal line divides the plane into upper half and lower half. Then again we take another vertical line. This individual vertical line divides the plane into two parts, right half and left half. Means if you take only horizontal line, it divides the plane into two parts, and this vertical line again divides the plane into two parts. But when the both line comes mutually perpendicular to each other. Mutually perpendicular to each other means they cut each other at 90 degrees. Then what happened here? The whole plane is divided into four parts. And that plane is nothing but, that plane is only called as Cartesian plane or coordinate plane, as it was invented by René Descartes. That's why this plane is called as Cartesian plane. Now the plane is divided into four parts and each part is called as quadrant. Quadrant means 4 and quadrant means 1/4. So the whole plane is divided into quadrant. So each part 1/4 part. So this is called as first quadrant. Now from where you have to start to take first quadrant? Just right side. Right side, this side plane is first quadrant. Then second quadrant. To obtain the second quadrant, just go in anti-clockwise direction. From first quadrant, you don't have to go in clockwise direction. You don't have to take this quadrant as a second quadrant. So from this quadrant, we go in anti-clockwise direction, and this is called as second quadrant. Then as you follow the rotation, then first quadrant, second quadrant, this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. In which way, if you locate the point in a plane, so that point will either lie in any of the quadrant or on the axis. So that this is only the possibility of what location of point in a plane. This horizontal line is called as x-axis and vertical line is called as y-axis. Y-axis. And whereas this is a number line, so number line, it means we can plot the point on this number line. Wherever both the line intersect each other, that point is called as origin. This point is origin. Now, as you know that as you go from right of the number 0, all the numbers are positive, and if we go from left of the 0, the numbers are negative. So if you plot the point on the number line, so all the numbers are positive, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. If you plot the point along negative direction, along left of the number 0, all the numbers are negative, and which is equidistant from that 1, 0, the distance between 0 1 will be same as distance between 0 and this -1. Then -1, -2, -3, -4. So this is positive direction of x-axis, this is negative direction of y-axis. Same, we will plot the point along this vertical line. As you go above the origin, all the points are positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. As you go below the origin, all the points are negative, which is equidistant from the above point, -1, -2, -3, -4. In this way, what we have done here, we have taken two axes, number line. The two number lines are mutually perpendicular to each other, where horizontal line is called as x-axis, vertical line is called as y-axis, and both the line where it intersect each other, that point is called as origin. Now, after making this coordinate plane, I can locate the point here. To locate the point, as we have seen here, to locate the position of any point, two informations are required. So first information, we take x comma y. First information, we take it along horizontal line, and second information, we take it along vertical line. So that the information along horizontal line, so that point is called as x coordinate, and x coordinate is also called as abscissa. And the information we take along vertical line, that information is called as what? Y coordinate. Y coordinate is also called as ordinate. So in this way, if you locate any point in a plane, so that first coordinate is called as abscissa, while second coordinate is called as simply ordinate. Now, if you locate any point in a plane, so I can take the point in either of the quadrant or on the axis. Now, this is origin. So, coordinate of the origin. Coordinate of the origin equals to 0, 0. 0, 0, it means what? This origin point O, it lies on x-axis, also on y-axis. Both the lines intersect each other at only one point, and what is the common point? Only 0, 0. It means x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is also 0. So this is what? Position of the origin. As you locate the point in any of the quadrant, if I take here any point in this quadrant, you will observe that this is positive direction of x-axis and positive direction of y-axis. So that's why here both the coordinates are positive. X coordinate is positive as well as y coordinate is also positive. If you locate any point in the second quadrant, so first we see about that x coordinate and then we see about y coordinate. So this is negative direction of x-axis. So x coordinate is negative, and this is positive direction of y-axis. So here y coordinate is positive. So just we write the point in this round bracket, which is also called as ordered pair, where first is x coordinate and second is y coordinate. If you locate any point in the third quadrant, so in third quadrant, just first we will see the x coordinate. So you will observe that this is negative direction of x-axis. So x coordinate is negative, and this is negative direction of y-axis. So that y coordinate is also negative. In fourth quadrant, again see the positive, that x coordinate this is positive direction. So x coordinate is positive. This is negative direction of y-axis. So y coordinate is negative. So in this way, first we have to see in which quadrant, while plotting the point in the quadrant, that first we see the sign. If both the signs are positive, both the numbers are positive, that point lies in the first quadrant. If both one is first coordinate is negative and second is positive, that point is lies in the second quadrant. Both are negative, that is in third quadrant, and positive negative, that is in fourth quadrant. Now we don't have any confusion in plus plus and minus minus. That plus plus always lies in first quadrant and minus minus always lies in third quadrant. Where you confuse that negative positive and positive negative. So negative positive, it means what? Negative direction of x-axis, and positive direction of y-axis, that point lies in the y-axis. Now in this way we have taken any point along the quadrant. Now simply if you take the point P whose coordinate is 2, 3. So just you have to locate this point in the coordinate plane. So to locate this point in the coordinate plane, just we will see both the signs. 2 and 3 both are positive number. So if both the coordinates are positive, it means that point lies in the first quadrant. To plot the point in the first quadrant, first we will see this x coordinate. Here x coordinate is 2, and just you observe the position of 2 along x-axis. So this is the position of 2 along x-axis. After taking the position of x along x-axis, either you can go up or you can go down from this point 2. So to go up or to go down, we see the next coordinate. Here next coordinate is 3, which is positive. So to obtain the positive number, we have to go up. So from this point 2, we will go up 3 steps above. 3 steps above. So this point P is nothing but the point whose coordinate is what? 2, 3. In this way, to locate the point, suppose my point is Q point whose coordinate is minus 2, minus 3. So minus 2, plot the point minus 2, minus 3. First you will check minus 2 point along x-axis. So this is horizontal line is called as x-axis. Along x-axis, I will go towards the left of the point 0. So this is the point minus 2. After finding x coordinate, from this x coordinate either we can go up or you can go down according to the next coordinate. Next coordinate, y coordinate is minus 3. So as you know, the number which is downside the 0, they are negative number. So from this minus 2 point, we will go downside how many steps? 3 steps towards this 3 point. So this is the position of this point minus 2, minus 3. So in this way, in any of the quadrant, you can locate the point. Now keep in mind that 2, 3 is not equals to 3, 2. 2, 3 means what? That the position is along horizontal line, the position that along x-axis, the point is 2. And 3, 2 means along x-axis, we take the point 3. So this 2, 3 is not equals to 3, 2. Now let us see the position of point 3, 2, where this point is located. To locate the point 3, 2, first we will see the point 3 along x-axis. So along x-axis, this is point 3. From this point 3, you have to go up or down according to the next point. Next point is 2, which is positive, so we will go 2 steps above this point. So this is point, another point, suppose this is another point R. R whose coordinate is 3, 2. It means are they equal? That 2, 3 is not equals to 3, 2. It means what conclusion you can draw? X, y is not equals to y, x. And when they are equal, they are only equal if and only if x coordinate equals to x coordinate and y coordinate equals to y coordinate. Now either you can take the point along in the quadrant or you can take the point along the axis. Now along the x-axis, if I take here point, this point is A point, and my question is कि what is the position of this A point? So to locate the point, that A point, so first you see that this A point is along the x-axis. So first you see the position of the x coordinate. X coordinate position is what? 4. From the point 4, either we can go up or you can go down, but as this point is 4 is along the x-axis, so you don't have to go that neither on the upside nor on the downside, so that y coordinate is what? 0. Same here, if you take the point B here, so question is what? What is the position of this point B? So position of this point B, first you will see x coordinate. X coordinate is -3. As we are not going upside or downside, point is along x-axis, so its y coordinate is 0. In this way, what you observe, any point which lies along the x-axis, its form is what? X comma 0. If the point is lies along x-axis, this is the conclusion. If any of the point lies along the x-axis, it is that y coordinate is 0. Now same here, if you take any point along the y-axis, suppose if you take here point B point, C point, A, B, C, we have not taken any C point, so take here C point. So this is your C point. Question is what? What is the position of this C point? As this C point is along y-axis, but while taking the point, we take here first x coordinate. So x coordinate, what you observe here, this x coordinate is 0. From this 0, we are going upside. From this 0 point. So its x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is what? 5. So this is the position of this point C point. Now if the question is what is the position of this D point? So this is your D point. Position of this D point, first you see the point x coordinate. Now x coordinate is here 0. From this point 0, we are going downside from 0 point. So its x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is what? -2. Then what conclusion you can draw? Any point which lies along the y-axis, its form is what? 0, 1. Means if the point lies along y-axis. Then this is origin. What is the coordinate of origin? Coordinate of origin, the origin is the point where x-axis and y-axis both cut each other. So to locate the position of this origin, first you see x coordinate. The coordinate of x coordinate is what? 0. Again we are not going upside and downside. Y coordinate is also 0. So the coordinate of origin is 0, 0. In this way, that we can locate the point either in the quadrant or in the axis. So in the quadrant, just what you have to see, in which quadrant or on which axis the following point lie. So in first quadrant, both the coordinates are positive. Second quadrant, negative, positive. Third quadrant, negative, negative. Fourth quadrant, positive, negative. If the point lies along the x-axis, its y coordinate is 0. If the point lies along y-axis, its x coordinate is 0. And the coordinate of origin is what? 0, 0. Now see here, this is point P whose coordinate is 2, 3. My question is what? What is the distance of this point P from the x-axis? The distance of the point P from the x-axis. So for that, what you have to do? We will draw here perpendicular from this point P on the x-axis. So if you draw the perpendicular from the x-axis, then this point, then this segment is perpendicular to the x-axis. And if you measure this distance, so this distance is nothing but what? 3 unit. And what is the distance of the point from y-axis? So distance of the point from y-axis, so we have to draw the perpendicular from this point P along y-axis. So perpendicular from P along y-axis, if you measure the distance, this distance is nothing but 2 unit. It means what conclusion you can draw here? If the point P x, y is here, so distance from x-axis and distance from y-axis. So distance from x-axis is nothing but y coordinate, and distance from y-axis is nothing but x coordinate. Now here the distance of this point 2, 3 from x-axis is y coordinate 3, and distance of the point P from y-axis is x coordinate 2. But if your point is -2, -3, now what I have said is that distance from the x-axis is its y coordinate. Here y coordinate is -3. So you will say that this is -3, and the distance from the y-axis is x coordinate. So x coordinate is -2. But can distance be negative? Distance cannot be negative. So just you have to take its numerical value. Means you have to forget about the sign. Just you will take its numerical value. It means without plotting the point in the graph paper, just you can tell the answer orally. What is the distance of the point from x-axis and distance of the point from y-axis? Suppose if I ask you what is the distance of the point 4, 5 from x-axis. So from x-axis, answer is what? It's y coordinate 5. Distance of the point from y-axis, answer is 4. But question is what? The distance of the point P -4, -3 from x-axis. So as you know, the distance of the point from x-axis is nothing but its y coordinate. Its y coordinate is -3. So distance cannot be negative. Its distance is what? 3 unit. Distance from the y-axis is x coordinate. X coordinate is -4. It means 4 unit. So while taking the distance, we will forget about its sign and just take its numerical value. So this one is given in 9th standard. That location of point in a plane means how to locate the point in a plane and how to plot the point on the graph paper. So this is all about that coordinate geometry. Rest of the question we will see in the class.